Cops are faced with many strange and dangerous criminals every day. But what happens when they have to arrest their own neighbors?
You used to see me in the county all the time. What's up, Doc?
Let's take a look at 4 of the craziest examples of this, starting with the case of Andrew and Geraldine. On August 28, 2022, officers responded to an off-duty officer's request involving his neighbors. As soon as they got into the scene, they heard a big argument, and they knew something was wrong.
Alright, come on.
He's not gonna take care of her.
Well, then you should have thought about that before you kicked her.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen him?
Hey,
Have you seen him?
Let's go now. Come on.
The suspects were Deputy Raffield's neighbors, Andrew and Geraldine. Andrew ended up with scratches on his body, and the police saw Geraldine kick him, but she didn't stop there. Take a look at what she did next.
I'm gonna kill you. I am gonna fucking kill you. Fuck you, you little bitch.
Hey, don't fight me. I got her dead.
I'm suing the fuck.
Alright, let's go ahead. You smacked me in the face, so we're cool with that. Now you got a felony.
Hitting a cop is never a good idea, and that's how Geraldine ended up in cuffs in the backseat of the patrol car. She believed there was no evidence of her actions, but the body cam footage tells a different story.
Please just let my mom come pick her up. Please, please. She won't listen to anybody. Can you please call my mom?
Well, that's gonna be up to him whether he calls, but I'll give him.
No, you don't. Wait, are you giving it to the guy that lives there?
No, I'm gonna give it to that deputy that you hit, or that officer that you hit.
He's the one that fucking shoved me.
That's because you hit him. It's all right here. Look, see this?
Yeah, go ahead and watch it.
I've already
Go ahead
seen it.
and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it on? Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah, you're recording.
The cops tried talking to Andrew again, but he refused to give them any information or press charges.
Do you want to be a victim?
All I can do is give it.
Do you want to be a victim or no? Do you want to press charges yourself?
Yeah, I'll be a victim.
It's gonna be. You don't have to be, dude. I don't want you to feel like you need to be a victim.
What?
If you don't want to, bro, you don't want to. She's gonna go to jail for felony for battery on Leah.
Per state.
Huh?
Per state.
She's gonna go to jail for battery on Leah for smacking me in the face.
Without victim.
No, he's the victim. The state of Florida is the victim. I went to go detain her because she kicked you in our presence. So we don't need you to be a victim.
Then take that.
This is when Geraldine decided to make things worse for herself.
You fucking pieces of shit! Go ask him! Go ask him! Oh, wow, you guys are great officers. I'm so sorry. You guys are pieces of shit.
Sounds good. Thank you. You don't need to be a victim, bro. If you don't want to press charges on her, that's
Do you
fine.
need a statement?
Nope. I have him. He saw everything. It happened in our presence.
Okay.
We're good. On camera.
Then
Good.
I don't want to.
That's fine.
I don't want to put my name on anything.
That's fine, man. You're good.
In the end, Geraldine was charged with felony battery on a law enforcement officer and given a $1,000 bond. 1 month after she was bonded out of jail, both the guy she was with and the officers dropped the charges. But what happens when the cop who stops you is not just a neighbor, but also an enemy?
He used to fuck my lady until we have an altercation.
On December 27th, 2020, an officer pulled over a truck because his trailer had broken brake lights.
How you doing, bud? Good. Deputy Dela Cruz, Otero County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over is that your trailer doesn't have any lamps on it.
It doesn't? Are the lights on
Have a seat.
Are the lights on it?
Yeah, the lights aren't working.
The brake lights?
Yeah, the brake lamps are not working on the trailer.
You sure?
I'm 100% positive, yes, sir. You got a driver license on you? Insurance registration?
The officer followed the usual procedure, requesting the driver's license and registration. However, even after this, he couldn't determine whether the driver had been drinking or not.
I can't tell if he's been drinking or not, dude.
Everything appeared routine until the officer recognized the driver.
Why does this guy look familiar?
That's when everything changed. The cop decided to switch things up and conduct a field sobriety test.
We're about to conduct some field sobriety tests, Mr. Bass. The reason I am is because you swerved on the middle of the highway near mile marker 73. Then you slammed on your brakes, then you turned on Dog Ranch. Does that make sense?
So the reason why you pulled me over?
And I also pulled you over because your tail lamps. Yes, sir. How much did you have to drink tonight?
I've been none.
You haven't what?
I have none.
Okay, Mr. Bass.
Right when the test started, Bass said that he knew the deputy. Wait till you hear how they're connected.
Do you want your other officer over here? Obviously, because we have a...
Mr. Bass.
So real quick, he used to fuck my lady until we have an altercation. So I would appreciate it if you would agree.
You need to listen to
Mr.
him.
Bass.
I understand that. I'm here right now, but I'm
watch
listening.
my eyes and everything. Wash my eyes and everything.
I'm
please,
watching
sir.
you.
Please, sir.
I'm
Wash
watching you.
my eyes and
listen,
everything. Wash
but listen to him, okay?
Mr. Best,
Wash my eyes and everything. Wash my eyes.
I understand that, but listen to him.
I'm trying to help you out, sir.
Oh, you're trying to help me out?
Yes, sir.
You're trying to help me out?
Yes, sir. Are you refusing to do the test?
No, I'm not refusing to do the test. I'm asking another officer to observe the test.
It's not his stop. It is my stop, Mr. Best. I'm gonna give you
He's-
one more.
he's
I'm gonna give you
with
one
you.
more opportunity
He's with you.
to stop talking and do the test.
Is your field-
If not,
Is your field cam running with you?
yes, sir. It's right
Okay.
here.
I ask that he please observe the test that he's giving.
I'm here, but listen to him.
Okay.
Bass asked the other deputy to observe the field sobriety test due to a conflict of interest. Frustration grew on both sides, with Bass complaining about the chilly weather and the prolonged tests. This is when the situation escalated even more.
You're to take a series of 9 steps, heel to toe.
One.
Not yet. I didn't tell you to start, Mr. Best. Now, Mr. Best,
This is bullshit. Can you give
Mr.
me a
Best,
test? It is.
Mr. Best, pay attention. Turn this way. Face the line. I'm trying to help you out, Mr. Best. Okay. Now,
Wipe your tears because it's cold.
Mr. Best.
Realize that I'm fucking shivering too.
Mr. Best.
Shivering too. I don't got the fucking gear you on, you do.
I'm gonna give you one more opportunity.
One more opportunity.
Yes, sir.
It's cold as fuck. You know that shit.
Okay, I'm going ahead and demonstrate to you, okay?
Okay, demonstrate for me.
Don't move out of that position until I tell you to do so.
Demonstrate on this line for me, 'cause
Mr.
it's fucking, I'm shivering too.
Go and turn around for me. Turn around.
Can I put a sweater on my?
Turn around, Mr.
Let me
Best.
do the test.
No, you're under arrest, Mr. Best, for DWI. Turn
Under
around.
the wrist?
Turn around. Turn
You didn't even
around.
give me the test.
You're not complying.
At that point, the officer placed Bass under arrest for DWI before they even finished the test. He hopped into the car before the police questioned his passenger, who immediately snitched on Bass. Luck was not on his side that night.
He's drunk. Why are you letting him drive?
Well, you know he's young,
Okay.
26. You know how younger kids are. I'm
Uh-huh.
69. I know better.
Yeah, but you let him drive while he's drunk. He reeks of alcohol.
He's a little on the wild side. You know how kids are.
I do.
Yeah.
I do,
I used
yeah.
to be that way.
Did he have a lot tonight? Do you know?
I know he had one for sure.
Bass was offered another breathalyzer, but he refused. So he was sent straight to a holding cell where he really lost his temper and accused the officer of arresting him because of their jaded past.
What's up? Nigga, I did this shit, boy! Take me back a couple years. Shit, you used to see me in the county all the time. Be like, yeah, this bitch said what's up, this bitch said that, yeah. We'll go back. Mr. fucking proposed to her and she say no. Shit, what's up, nigga? What's up, doc? Shit. How your repel cam rolling? Ain't even worried, bro. Ain't even worried about this shit. Fuck you, dog. No. Bitch. Yeah, she walks by, she didn't even know the story, bro. Fuck my ex and fucking proposed to her. She say no, now she dating me. Yeah, now you arrest me. Yeah, fuck you, fuck you. He proposed, fucking dated for a long time, and then he sends Snapchat pictures to her. Fucking, oh, you're messing with this little boy, you can have this. Fucking him in a jockstrap, fucking all swole. Yeah, whatever, dog, whatever, bro. I got that on Snapchat. You got my phone. I'll give you the password. You can fucking look through it. You can look through it.
That's something awesome.
I'll give you the password and you can throw through my pictures. Keep laughing, bro.
As curious as I am about that, I'm good.
Pretty curious too.
Bass's case was dismissed due to a lack of evidence, and he is now even threatening to sue the police department over the arrest. However, having to arrest a colleague is undoubtedly more challenging.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession.
On November 14th, 2020, cops were made aware that their fellow officer, Drew Romo, was being disruptive outside a bar in Arizona. When they arrived, things were much worse than they could have ever imagined.
You need to go. They don't want you here, so you have to go. It's simple. If you don't want to be in trouble with us, just go. That's it.
Dude, I'm fucking on your side.
They don't want you at the business, so you need to go.
I'm on your fucking side.
I get that, but they don't want you here tonight, man.
You guys are fucking brutal.
Hey, I'm on your side, bro. We understand what you do, but you need to. I'm a law enforcement. Hey, you need to understand. Hey, you want to have a full conversation? Come here.
It seems like Romo was removed from Whiskey Row for being too drunk, so he decided to cross the street and try to enter El Jefe. But when the security didn't let him in again, Officer Romo became aggressive and confrontational with security and was screaming at them before officers arrived.
I'm trying to understand what are they kicking me out for?
You're too intoxicated in a state of Arizona. Listen to me for 1 second. Get it through your head right here, okay? You've had too much to drink and you're not processing anything anymore. Arizona law requires that if a bar realizes you're too intoxicated, they must remove you within 30 minutes. You've been removed. I told you I said earlier, they got assault. Multiple witnesses watched about 15 times him swatting the hand of the security guards away.
Luckily, they had witnesses who could tell them exactly what happened.
We was just standing here waiting for our table, and he was just like, just looking at me, and I was like, "Is there like a problem?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "What is that?" There's gonna be a problem. I was like, and then that's when he turned around and started talking to him and pushing him.
Romo should have listened to the officers and stayed quiet, but predictably, he didn't. So his colleagues had no choice but to arrest him.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home.
Oh, now you're gonna go home? You just said you didn't want to go home. Now you want to go home?
Are you serious?
Now you want to go home. Let's sit him down.
Dude, I have a fucking law enforcement ID.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening. If you say it one more time, I'm going to hold you in custody and make you tell the judge in the morning that you have a law enforcement ID. You're a disgrace right now. So you need to shut your damn mouth before I call your supervisor, and we go from there, and you don't lose your job in California while you're visiting Arizona.
I don't understand.
So you close your mouth and let us do our job now, because you can't make adult decisions.
Romo argued that he was a cop himself and didn't understand why he was being arrested. Turns out, this wasn't the first time these cops had to deal with Romo that night.
Do you know that you already talked to us tonight? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I understand.
How long ago was that? Minutes ago we talked to you.
Yeah.
How about a couple hours ago when you refused service into another bar and we told you to go home? Just go home. It's time to go home. You can't get into any more bars. Your buddies asked you to leave and you would not leave, and you walked off on your own and they left you.
But it's a bar.
That's what you're not getting. It's great.
Yeah, but I don't understand. I'm fucking under arrest. What is a fucking bar?
Because you had a security guard asking you to leave and you kept swatting his hand.
You're seriously gonna fucking put me in this position?
No, you put yourself in this position.
No.
Yeah, bro. See, this is the other part that's a disgrace to our profession that you're not catching. If you were a true cop and you cared about the blue, you would not put me in this position right now. You would have freaking gone home when I asked you to.
Romo wasn't any quieter when they went to the police station either, and that only made things worse for him.
What's up, man?
I can't fucking breathe anymore.
Okay.
You're a fucking prisoner.
Well, sir, at this current time, you are in a jail facility, and the correct term probably would be prisoner. However, we're trying to get you released, but you're not showing any signs of sobering up that allows us to believe that you can go out and act accordingly in society.
I feel like a fucking animal in here. And this ain't right.
You've arrested
Cop to cop.
You've arrested people, right?
I have.
And they end up in a jail, right?
I have.
So you were arrested. So you end up in a jail. There's nothing we can do special for you because of your situation.
Now? You can't now. You guys are treating me like a fucking prisoner, which I get, but you gotta give me something.
So you've been nothing but disruptive in the jail facility this evening. I have to report back to your lieutenant this evening, and now I gotta report back this behavior furthermore.
Romo was fired 4 days after this arrest, and he was charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Romo pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct and was fined $650, whereas the assault charge was dismissed. It's doubtful that the individuals involved in the following case received the same treatment, though, as it involved not just a civilian breaking the law, but also their cop friend.
Hello. How you doing? Reason I stopped you is your right brake light is out. Who do you work for?
So did you stop me because my right brake light is out?
Yeah.
Or did you stop me to ask me who I work for?
Well, I'm asking you both.
DCS.
What?
DCS.
DCS. What's DCS?
You don't know what
Department of Children's Services?
As he mentioned, the suspect named Petra Edgerton was originally pulled over for a broken brake light, but the officer quickly noticed something else, a police badge around Petra's neck. Firstly, this cop doesn't recognize the supposed officer, but it's also unusual to see a police officer driving around in a broken car. Something feels off, so the cop decides to investigate further.
See your license then? Do you have your badge on you? Like your ID badge?
ID badge for
being a police officer.
See, this is what you're asking me all those questions.
Right.
Saying you stopped me. My right brake light.
So, if you're a police officer, you understand what probable cause is, right?
So what's the probable cause?
Your right brake light's out.
My right brake light wasn't out when you followed me out of the gas station.
Yeah, it is. It's out right now.
The car wasn't even on when you followed me out of the
Doesn't
gas
matter. You're driving with a brake light out on the streets, so it's an equipment violation.
Followed me out of the gas station.
I saw it when you were pulling out.
At this point, the brake light issue is the least of the cops' worries. It's difficult to classify what exactly an off-duty officer is supposed to act like, but something about Pectra is triggering alarm bells for the cop. She's acting defensive, being closed off, and giving strange, vague answers to questions that a real cop would be able to answer. So it's time to quit the games and figure out exactly what's going on here.
Look, long story short, I just want to know who you work for.
And that's the issue. Why do you want to know who I work for?
Because I've never seen you around here before. You're not a police officer that works here.
You don't know who I am.
That's right.
You never seen me.
Right. So, are you a police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store with a badge and a gun, it's an issue.
That has nothing to do with you being black. Are you a police officer or you're not a police officer?
Not a police officer.
You're not a police officer?
No.
So why would you go into Quick Trip and get free food with your badge and gun?
Because I'm an officer. You don't have to be a police officer to go in there. I've been doing it for 3 years.
So you're not a certified police officer.
It's not probable cause. It's a personal thing.
There are a dozen ways for a cop to prove that they work for a certain agency. For example, she could give the name of her department and supervisor and have the cop check the names with them. This would only take a couple minutes, and any real cop would know this, so the fact that she's getting defensive instead and turning this into a personal thing is a huge red flag. It's also clear that Pectra doesn't seem to realize what she actually did wrong. Just minutes earlier, she was seen inside the store presenting her badge and gun to the cashier and walking out with free food. This isn't just cop impersonation, it's theft. So the cop needs to get to the bottom of this.
Did I steal from
Are you yeah, if you're not a police officer.
I did not steal from the I went up to the register, spoke to the guy that works there and told him I had his drink.
So you're presenting yourself as a police officer with your badge and your gun on the side.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I do understand that. But my issue with you is you've seen that. You say because you've never seen me before.
So who do you work for?
Me out of the store.
Who do you work for? Who is DCS?
How long have you been working?
12 years, 13 years.
How do you not know what DCS is?
There's, like I said, is it Department of Children's Services? What is it? Explain it to me.
I don't have to explain myself to you. If you're going to give me a ticket for tail light, you give me a ticket for tail light.
Okay. You see your license?
Since he's getting nothing out of Pectra, the cop decides to call up DCS himself, and his suspicions get instantly confirmed.
Who's your supervisor?
What does that have to do with my brake light?
What it has to do with is you've told me you're a police officer or you're an officer for DCS. I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there. So who's your supervisor?
It seems that the suspect knows at least something about policing, as she chooses to remain silent from now on. So the cop turns his attention to the passenger of this vehicle, who at this point hasn't said a word. When he asks for her ID, he gets a huge surprise.
I have one of your employees here, Brandy Green. She was with her friend, Pectra Edgerton. Brandy decided that she was going to give Pectra her badge and her gun to go into Quick Trip and get some food. So I pulled them over for a broken tail light. Pectra was driving. She had the badge on and the gun on. When I pulled them over, she identified herself as a DCS officer and then later admitted to not being a DCS officer. And your employee, Brandy Green, admitted to giving her the gun and the badge to go into Quick Trip to get the free food.
After investigating just a little further, both Pectra and the actual cop, Brandy Green, admit to everything. Following the incident, Brandy resigned from her job at the DCS, and Pectra is facing felony charges for impersonation, carrying a sentence of up to 5 years in prison. If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to see more.